This video is a work of fiction created for entertainment purposes only. All characters, events, places, and incidents shown in this story are purely imaginary. Any resemblance to real persons, living or dead, or actual events is purely coincidental. This story highlights the values of friendship, dreams, and emotions. Reader discretion is advised. Unauthorized copying, reproduction, or distribution of this content is strictly prohibited. Do not use any part of this work without author's explicit permission. Characters: Ayaan, Maya, Romy, Vikky. Futuristic robot: Miko, Ayaan's mom, Miss Sophia. Chapter 1: The City That Never Paused. Zeran was a modern, restless city, one where technology had quietly claimed a place in every home, every street, and almost every heartbeat. Screens glowed late into the night, machines whispered in the background, and life moved faster than most people could keep up with. In the middle of this busy world lived a boy named Ayaan. Ayaan was a dreamer in the truest sense. His body existed in Zeran, but his mind was always wandering somewhere else, lost in imagination, building worlds that only he could see. Studies were never his strongest side. Books often failed to hold his attention for long. Yet what Ayaan lacked in academics, he made up for with something far rarer: a genuinely kind heart. He was the kind of person who would stand by others without being asked, no matter the situation. And Ayaan was never truly alone. By his side was his best friend, Vikky. Not an ordinary friend, but a futuristic robot. Designed with advanced intelligence and an ever-alert system, Vikky was more than metal and circuits. He was Ayaan's guide, his protector, and sometimes the only one who truly understood him. Whenever Ayaan stumbled, Vikky was there, ready with solutions, support, and an unbreakable loyalty. In a city ruled by technology, a dreamer and a robot shared an unusual friendship. Neither of them knew it yet, but this bond would soon lead them far beyond Zeran, towards a journey that promised treasure, danger, and a discovery far more valuable than anything made of gold. Zeran was wrapped in the soft light of early morning. Ayaan sat on the couch, his eyes fixed on the television screen. The room around him seemed to fade away as an adventure movie played before him. His attention was completely captured, his imagination already running free. On the screen, the scene opened into darkness. The ocean lay hidden under shadows, while the sky above flashed with lightning. Between the storm clouds, a star-filled sky appeared and disappeared, as if watching the chaos below. In the middle of the restless waves stood a ship, the Golden Aurora. The ship swayed uneasily, fighting the violent sea that threatened to swallow it whole. Standing firmly on the deck was Captain Lionel, a fearless pirate. Rain soaked his coat, and strong winds pulled at his hat, yet he did not move. His face was calm, but his eyes told a different story. Deep emotions carefully hidden behind a hardened gaze. He stared into the endless sea, driven by a single purpose. He was searching for treasure, not just gold or jewels, but something wrapped in mystery, danger, and legends untold. Ayaan leaned forward, his eyes glowing with excitement. For a moment, he forgot where he was. In his mind, he wasn't sitting in a room in Zeran. He was standing on that very ship, feeling the storm, chasing the unknown. This was more than just a movie to him. It was a doorway into a world of adventure, courage, and discovery. A world where journeys mattered more than destinations, and where the greatest treasures were never always made of gold. Ayaan didn't know it yet, but the spark ignited inside him that morning was only the beginning. Among the crew, one of the trusted friends turned out to be a traitor. Blinded by greed, he revealed their secret to the enemy pirates. The very secret that was meant to stay buried forever. Loyalty shattered in silence, and betrayal spread faster than the storm itself. Chaos followed. Thunder roared above, waves crashed like raging beasts, and the sea turned restless under the weight of deception. Steel clashed, shouts echoed, and the ocean swirled as if it too had sensed the treachery. The storm, the betrayal, and the blood-stained water moved together, circling the ship in a deadly dance. And the treasure that awakened desire in every heart, that promised power and glory to whoever claimed it, vanished, hidden deep within an unknown island, far from maps and memories. It disappeared from the world's sight, forever. The images on the screen kept flashing, one darker than the last, as if history itself was warning those who dared to chase greed without trust. The legend of the treasure faded into shadows, leaving behind only unanswered questions and the cost of broken friendship. Ayaan's eyes sparkled, but his mind had already drifted into another world. In his hands, he held his small ideas notebook, a worn little book where he had begun writing his own stories, one thought at a time. His fingers brushed the pages as a quiet wish escaped his lips. Maybe one day, I'll go searching for a hidden treasure myself, he said softly, a faint smile forming on his face. Just then, his mother's voice echoed through the house. Ayaan, turn off the TV. Mom, just a little bit is left, Ayaan replied without taking his eyes off the screen. Turn it off right now, and go to your room and finish your homework, she said firmly from the kitchen. With a sigh, Ayaan picked up the remote, switched off the television, grabbed his notebook, and walked back to his room. But his heart stayed behind, still sailing through storms, islands, and forgotten treasures. That night, while the rest of the house slept, Ayaan lay awake on his bed, staring at the ceiling. His thoughts slowly drifted upward, toward the sky beyond it. It felt as if the stars themselves were calling out to him. Somewhere, that island still exists, he thought. A place only those who truly believe can ever reach. The next morning, Ayaan met his friends, Maya, Romy, Miko, and their tech genius companion Vikky, at their favorite hangout spot, an old bridge tucked away in a quiet corner of the city. Without saying a word, Ayaan pulled out a strange-looking device and placed it in front of them. Treasure Finder 5000. Vikky's sensors lit up as he examined it, clearly surprised. Where did you get this? He asked. Ayaan smiled mysteriously. Mom sent me to the market to buy vegetables. On my way back, I saw an old man sitting on a bench by the road. He looked thirsty, so I gave him some water. In return, he gave me this. Ayaan paused. He said this can find things that even maps cannot. As they watched, the device's needles spun wildly, then suddenly stopped, pointing toward an unfamiliar direction. Maya spoke softly, almost afraid to say the words out loud. Could this be The treasure of the lost island? Romy grinned, excitement flashing in his eyes. So, are we going to start an adventure? Miko had already pulled out his phone. Hashtag Pirates of Zeron. He said cheerfully. This is going to go viral. The sun burned brightly overhead, but inside their hearts, a different light shone stronger. Not the glow of gold or jewels, but the warmth of standing together, ready to face whatever lay ahead. And just like that, their adventure began.